people, welcome to the #1 channel in East and Central Africa that brings you great and epic motorcycle content. The rainy season is upon us depending on where you live, so if you have a snuggle buddy, pull them close, it's gonna get hot, if you catch my drift. Now if you're new here, do consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, and also so that you're updated whenever we post a new episode. Anyway, it's a Friday, I think, is it today? Oh yeah, today is a Friday and a new episode is dropping in this week, rather this day. So a lot of you guys seem to be loving this kind of content, so yeah, let's do it. Before we dive in, today's episode has been brought to you by the Gear Store, the only place you can get all your motorcycle needs, desires come true, from bikes to gear to more bikes to more gear and more news articles about bikes. Head on over there to the store, link below, and use the code GEARSTORE to get a discount on your purchase at checkout. Check the description box below. So I've seen the biggest percentage of my audience are beginner riders and those looking to get into riding. If you're one of them or neither of them, well, you have come to the right place. As you have read in the title of this video, this is sort of a guide that will intend to help you wade through the many things that you will see while searching for a bike. It might even save you a few shillings, but who knows until you try. So before I begin the next section, I've had a lot of you guys show love for the channel, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can click some of the links that I have posted down in the description box below. They're affiliate links. It helps the channel, and if you purchase anything using those links, I do get a small cut. However, some of you guys have offered to support me through M-Pesa, or maybe do you think I can maybe set up a Patreon account, or maybe even a GoFundMe account? Anyway, I'd love to hear your suggestions about this. Let me know in the comment sections below. Now, today's episode is all about you and your hard-earned money. So what kind of bike can you get if you have a budget of around 150 to 250,000 Kenya shillings? Now, we are going to break it down from the most affordable to the most expensive brand that you can get with zero mileage. Mind you, you can get a lot of these bikes second-hand, which will be, of course, cheaper. But for this information, it's mostly for those who are looking to get new bikes with zero mileage. Now, this information has been graciously provided by the Nairobi Motorcycle Bazaar. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Link will be in the description box below. So starting us off is our Chinese friends, the JC 150cc GY3, which is a 150cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine, and very little is known about this bike. So I don't have a video to show you guys, or rather more information to give you guys as of yet, but as soon as I do, you'll see it here first. So if you have this bike, let me know in the comment sections below about your experience and what it retails at around 115,000 Kenya shillings. Not bad. Still from the same lineup, we do have the Jinchang 150 sports bike, which comes at about 150,000 K flat. Still the same engine, 150cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine. Again, not much to say about this bike. There's little to no information about these bikes, by the way. So, in a suggestion, Jinchang can holler at me. We can maybe do some business. I can even market for them. Ama namna gani wase? Yeah, I hope so. So next up is our all-time favorite, the Benelli TNT 150. Now coming in at around 160,000, brand spanking new at Captain Motors. The bike is a 150cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that produces about 11.4 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and a power of 10.7 Newton meter at 6,500. Now this is the ultimate beginner bike in my opinion, and if you haven't checked out my review, I will link it up in the video. It's also in the same price tag. We do have the Dayun DY200 Flasher. Now I am yet to ride this bike, so stay tuned, but I think it's the same engine as the Dayun DY200J. Review of it is, of course, it's on my channel. Up next, we do have the same Chinese bros, the Jinchang JC200GY and the Jinchang JC200GY3. Now both of which are off-road bikes but of a higher cc up, coming in at around 165,000 Kenya shillings. You can get these bikes from Autotrans Kenya, link below. By the way, again, not much is known about these very bikes. The Jinchang haven't been around much. The figures are not known as of yet. If someone has an experience about them, please let me know in the comments section below. Next up, we do have the Zentes V250 from Beth Mobility, coming in at around 175,000 Kenya shillings. The bike comes with a 199.8cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that produces a maximum torque of 50 Nm at 6,500 RPM and 14 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. Now, it does have its faults, but it's a pretty decent bike, a step-up beginner bike. I've also done a video about this bike. You can also check in my YouTube channel. I will also post it in the description box below if you're interested to watch it. Now, in the same price tag, we do have, again from the Jinchang bros, we have the JC180cc, the Kawasaki Ninja 300 replica, now coming in at 180,000 Kenya shillings. This bike comes with a 180cc air-cooled 4-stroke single-cylinder engine. Its power figures are yet to be known, but boy, it's a fun bike to throw around in the twisties. I've also done a review of this bike, so go check it out if you haven't already. Now, once again from Beth Mobility, we do have the 2020 Zontas 200L. I mean, what's the difference between the J and the L? Well, apart from the looks, that's it. That's all. That's the difference between the 200J and the 200L. Now, it's literally the same engine from the 200J, and like, what in the actual balls is happening here? You don't believe me? Actually, go and look up these two bikes from BethMobility.com and tell me if I'm wrong. At the recording of this video as it is, this one is a bit more expensive, coming in at 189,000 Kenya shillings. Like, why would you charge 14,000 Kenya shillings extra for the same bike? Well, I know you get maybe the aesthetic looks, maybe the bodywork it's a bit expensive to manufacture, but I don't think it's worth 14,000 Kenya shillings. Anyway, I'm getting worked up here. I don't know the statistics, I don't know the logistics about everything, but that's it. If you don't believe me, you can even check out, it's literally the same bike. If you check the engine specs with a 200L and 200J, there really isn't any difference. Now, here's a bike that has been made locally, the Kibo K150. This sturdy fella is a 150cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that comes about 196,000 Kenya shillings. From what I've heard, Kibo is a very durable bike mostly meant for off-road or maybe where road conditions are not that conducive. Now, they started off with a huge prices which weren't quite friendly to the locals, but since they have reduced to more affordable prices. Next up is a rather mysterious bike from the RALEIGH, and they are dual sports. I will combine the both 200 and 250cc bikes. They're fairly new to the market and haven't had the chance to ride any of the bikes. However, I've seen positive reviews about them. The RALEIGH 200 comes with a 193.2cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that produces 10.3 kilowatts at 7,500 RPM and a maximum power of 14 Nm at 6,000 RPM. Now, the 200 goes for around 200k, and the RALEIGH 250, which is a 230cc single-cylinder air-cooled 4-stroke engine with 4 valves to give it that extra punch of power. Now, it produces about 12 kilowatts at 7,500 RPM and a maximum power of 18 Nm at 6,000 RPM, coming in at 250,000 Kenya shillings. Now, these power figures are quite low as compared to some of its rivals, the Benelli TNT 250, which has a lot more power than this, but it's not in our category, so let's keep moving on. Now, next up we do have the Apache RR 180 coming in at 245,000 Kenya shillings. Now, I haven't ridden the Apache 160, so I've ridden the Apache 160, so I tend to think this is the beefed up version of the Apache RR 160, which is better and more powerful. So for the specs, it comes with a 177cc air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine that produces 16.62 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and a torque of 15.5 Nm at 6,500 RPM. I still haven't had the chance to ride this bike, but I will soon enough, and you will see it right here on the channel. Now, here's the cream of the crop. For 250,000 Kenya shillings, you get the Zentes V250 going for around 255,000 Kenya shillings, straight from Beth Mobility. The bike comes with a 250cc air-cooled 4-stroke single-cylinder engine that produces 17 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and a maximum torque of about 16.5 Nm at 6,500 RPM. Now, I have this particular review of this bike coming soon, so just a few minor details that I need to sort out. I know there are plenty of bikes that I haven't mentioned, but those are the most common that you will find online, especially on Facebook. So that's all I had. Let me know what you thought about them in the comment section below. I do love reading and replying to all your comments. The family is growing daily, and I can see that with that 10,000k sub count coming in very soon. Thank you so much for watching till now. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, ride safe, and I will see you in the next one. Fact: if you point your car keys to your head, it does increase the remote range signal. This works by using your brain to act as a radio transmitter. Who knew? Goodbye.